Welcome back to the Gamers League weekly recaps. Before we jump into the football, let's easily say we've already given his love, but let's just put it out there officially on the recap to Robert Shaw. He unexpectedly lost one of his pups this week, so from all of us at the league, buddy, we love you. Take the time you need to get over this tough time. Most of us who are dog owners understand that that it is just crippling emotionally what you're going through. So we're thinking about you, man, and we're ready to continue to talk smack with you whenever you're ready to come in. So that being said, gentlemen, week 3 was a goodie, especially for your commissioner. Starting off with last week's scores: Golden Goats 132, Trenton Trout 82, smoking my man Dave. But right now he's taking a cruise as we speak. So even though he lost in fantasy, who's really winning? Who's really winning? Think about that. So the Goats: Justin Herbert 29 points, Jefferson with 24, and Etienne with 15. And Trenton Trout's high scores were Hurts at 19, Chris Olave, my boy, with 14, and Elliott with 11. Moving down to the big game in the Sony division, Greb's auto draft team versus CMC. A low-scoring affair, but Greb could not have a semblance of a week like he had against me last week, scoring 66. I'm not bitter. Against CMC's 84 points, showing some humanity. Sean Johnson, you better pick it up because you're facing your boy this week. So Greb with Chase at 20 points, Mixon at 13, and the New England defense at 11, and CMC with McCaffrey always at the top of the list with 20 points, Bass with 15, and Trevor Lawrence with 14 points. Over to the Microsoft division, Miles Long Chubb 106. So the clever names just laying a nuclear bomb on top of the competition. 156. Huge scores. Really unlucky week for Chubb. Scored triple digits, not a bad week. He had Allen at 21, Myers at 18, and Kelsey at 16 points. It's good to see Kelsey finally make a name for himself, really be his stars on the map finally. People know who he is, and that's important. Good for him. Big week. Clever names with 41 points for Mostert with that bombshell, absolute massacre Miami game versus the Denver Broncos. What was it, 20-70? Insane. Tyreek Hill with 26. And Love, who just broke my Saints' hearts with 24 points. Green Bay Puppers is with a huge game with major implications in the Nintendo division. But my dark horse, let the Wookiee win, squeaks in by a point, 1.3 points, 97-96. Puppers is with Devontae Adams with 35, Pittman with 12, and Stafford with 11. Let the Wookiee win with Deebo Samuel with 22, Sanders with 14, and Prescott with 14. Sticky Dildo finally gets a notch in the winners column here against Team Shaw, 121-72. Peel with Walker with 29 points. Deshaun Watson, 21 points, including a completely backwards throw, which was probably the weirdest play of the season so far, and Cooper with 21. And then we have Patrick Mahomes with 25, Ingram with 10, and Davis with 9 for Team Shaw. The replacements dropping to the Corellia Falcons, and Chris Riccio also getting into the winners column, leaving Team Shaw the only team left looking for that elusive win. Replacements with Allen with 36 major points, huge game. Tua with 28 points. Hard to believe Tua only had 28 points in that massive game. 70 points, and he only walks away with 28 of them. That's crazy. And then Pollard with 13. Corellia Falcons has Lamar Jackson at 28. Mike Williams at 21, who might be out for the season. And then we have Moss with 21 points. Moving over to the standings, now that we know who won and lost this week, Sony Division, CMC still undefeated 3-0, but facing the Golden Goats this week at 2-1, and Greb's Auto Draft team at 1-2, just sitting there waiting to play spoiler once again. Microsoft Division, Clever Names at 2-1, Miles Long Chubb at 1-2, Trenton Trout at 1-2, and that division can go any direction. But if Clever Names keeps on dropping $150, he could run away with it. So we will see. Nintendo Division, Puppers is 2-1, Kashyyyk let the Wookiee win 2-1, Sticky Dildo 1-2, staying relevant in the Nintendo Division. And with the Master Race, we have Dave and the replacements 2-1, Corellia Falcons 1-2, and Team Shaw 1-3, looking for that win. And then so far, your top 3 teams, you have the replacements scoring 360 so far this season, the Goats with 347, just sniffing them heels, and then the Clever Names with that big week this week puts them in the top 3 with 327 on the season. Looking ahead to this week, starting tomorrow night with the Thursday Night Football, we have the Golden Goats, CMC 3PO. The 2 leads in the Sony Division going head to head. Goats projected 115 to the 106 of the CMCs. Greb's Auto Draft team 1-2. Trenton Trout 1-2. This is not inside of the division, but a big game for both of these teams. Greb's Auto Draft 100. Trenton Trout looking to score more than 91.5. I know you're on the cruise, but no excuse for you to cruise onto the app. Make your picks, win this game. Clever Names 2-1, Miles Long Chubb 1-2, but a big Microsoft Division. This could humble the Clever Names if Miles can pick it up this week. Clever Names 108, Miles Long Chubb estimated to score 105. Need some guys to pick up them points to make up that difference. Sticky Dildo looking to get a streak going at 1-2, but going against the dark horse, let the Wookiee win. Sticky Dildo projecting 106 and Kashyyyk projecting 105. I sense a close one there, folks. Puppers is 2-1. Team Shaw 0-3, looking for that first win. Right now, the Puppers is 102, and then the projection for Team Shaw is 84. Corellia Falcons 1-2, going up against the replacements. Big interdivisional match. Falcons are looking at 101, and the replacements are hoping that the projections stick with 113, and that is the outlook for this season. But before we go, game of the week, I'm sorry, I gotta call it. Golden Goats, CMC 3PO, head to head for the go-ahead lead in the Sony Division. I have high hopes. I'm feeling really good. I like my matchups, and I'm looking to smoke ya. So that's it. Week 4 is going to be an exciting one. Hope the competition's nice and thick. You guys take care. Have a good one. Shaw, once again, we love you. Take your time. Do your thing. Keep your family close. Hug your puppies. Take care. We love you. Guys, have a good one. Have a great week. See ya. Peace out.